Dude! Week 16 of the 2024 NFL season.
Best show
ever.
Come on,
Dude!
brother.
Dude!
What's happening?
Oh my gosh.
What
It is so good to have you
on?
back.
Man, it's good to be back. That was tough. Let me tell you.
Oh my gosh.
I tried dragging myself.
You feeling good? You feeling better?
Yeah.
You feeling...
Let me tell you what happened. I came down with this crazy thing, and the doctors called it. This is what they call it. But I want to get this right. A cold. It was a cold. And I
heard of that.
My voice went. I was coughing. I was for like 3 days coughing, but everything else, it was just a cold. I didn't have none of the crazy stuff, no flu, none of those other things. Everything was good, but man, I miss you guys. You guys did great.
I know.
I had another crappy week. Let me tell you what I was able to do though.
What's
I
that?
sat down.
Oh,
did you do your done? I'm out of practice.
Wait a minute. Go ahead. Just finish that.
Got the
Finish your
algorithm
thought.
tweaked.
That's you.
I spent so much time on the algorithm. How I feel right now at this moment with everything that has happened this year. This is the best I have felt all season, and I am ready to go. I am ready to go.
A couple comments were, he's at home. He's working on the algorithm. He's tweaking the algorithm.
He's got it tweaked. Buddy.
Yeah, I could see you like Uncle Fester from Adam's Family, and there's pots and things boiling all around, and that sort of stuff. But hey, and kudos to Ping, man. Pulled him out. Got him as a relief pitcher there.
He did good. Yeah. Listen, he hates being put on the hot seat, though. Hey, did you introduce? I don't remember.
We're gonna do it now.
Let's go do it. Okay.
All right.
Hey,
we are back. We're fully loaded here. You got Carl. You got Doug. You got Fire Brimm Sports. It's week 16 of the 2024 season, man. Oh, 16. This is great. I know. I don't know how this happens. I have no. But
I missed
tell you what.
My consecutive game streak is over. I was trying to catch Ripken. I mean. It's over. Hey, I was down for the count.
But you've got the Santa hat on. You always, that's a good
month
sign.
of December.
That's a good sign.
I'm good, man. I am good. I'm feeling good.
For all the Ohio State fans out there, I can't find my Santa hat. I'm bummed that I can't find the Santa hat.
I just saw the line of our viewers. Everybody, and it just said, just dropped.
I got this just in case.
Nobody's thinking about that. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's thinking about it. Everybody's thinking about a Michigan game.
Go Bucs.
All right.
OH. What the? I-O, baby. All right. Oh, I can't believe you said that.
I know. Right. That was for you. I told you I'm feeling good.
Let's get down to the record.
I am feeling good. No,
you're feeling good.
What? Listen, there's one thing I bring up. I wasn't here.
Yeah.
And I brought something special for you today.
Oh my goodness.
I am just. It cannot be overstated the quality of the Kool-Aid pick this season.
Oh,
Doug. It cannot be overstated. If you are just tuning in to this crazy show, the only thing we care about, number one, is having fun.
Absolutely.
Back up. Number one is picking winners. Yeah, this is a serious handicapping show.
This is a serious handicapping show. Do not forget that. Yeah. This is always
so if you stumbled across this, don't misunderstand the Santa hat.
Yeah.
We're here to have fun, pick winners, and listen, the Kool-Aid pick, that is our signature play. It's not my 3-team play. It is. I've been garbage. That Kool-Aid pick, 12-3.
12-3, man.
Doug, there's nobody that deserves this.
I appreciate
more than you, my friend.
My gosh.
12-3.
12-3.
You are the king, my friend. There is not a handicapper in Vegas, in this industry, that is hitting 12 out of 15 winners documented. They might be talking the talk.
That's right.
But that is documented every single week.
All right. Well, I want to
congratulate Doug.
Thank you.
Everybody recognize the fact that this is not an easy feat.
But the season's not over.
It's not over. You are just running.
This is a Dan Campbell speech. The season's not over.
Listen,
no, there's no way.
You know what? We're used to eating filet, right? And we forget we used to eat moldy bread.
That's it.
And it provided us with everything that we needed. It was nourishment.
And
thankful for that
I love
bread.
it. Keep going.
We got to get back to some
There
fun.
you go. That's exactly it. So
You're the champ, man. You're the champ.
We're not going to get too cocky with
15 games as a benchmark, and you won 12 of them. That's incredible.
It's
incredible.
Awesome.
It's a serious
and
handicap
you're right,
issue.
and you guys have been along for the ride, and that's a cool thing.
Heck yeah.
And even every time when Carl goes, oh, that's a horrible.
Man, I've done that. I saw Minnesota. I was like, oh God, no. And
That's what the text was last week.
It hits.
That's what the text was last week when you saw the show. No.
Every time it hits. 12
All
to 3.
right.
It's amazing.
Real
The
quick
three were
recap.
probably the 3 I agreed with.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, you still are well above 500,
Yeah,
but
well
you got to
above.
work
That's
on that.
10 games, and actually, when you're talking 224 games, that's losing money right there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I am. That crown does not belong to me.
I got back a little bit. Ping may never come back on the show again.
You know what,
Yeah,
Ping? Listen, you know what I gotta say about that? Get on the hot seat, buddy.
Absolutely.
We don't get to change our picks. We don't get to go live and make adjustments. Okay, this is it. We go on the board on Tuesday, and we're stuck with our picks. Okay?
Absolutely.
And Ping wants to stomp his feet, make excuses. There's no excuses, buddy. There's no excuses. You don't get to change the Kool-Aid pick.
He's
I don't
talking
get
to you,
change my
Ping.
3-league parlay. Ping. We'll get him back on. He goes 14
you're
to 2
talking right.
this week.
You're
He's
talking
getting back
right.
on the hot
Oh,
seat.
yeah, absolutely. He's going to be back on. All right, but there were a number of folks that absolutely 16 games last week, 13 wins. Seriously. Knuckles Montgomery, I love that name. Flo Ryan, Octomon, one of our buddies. Graham McLaren from Scotland was
The guy
up there
from Scotland,
too.
big
That's
week.
right.
That's right. He bounced
I
back
like
in
the
about
Junior
week four.
Spaghetti, Z-Payne, Colorado sports fan. Another great friend of ours. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
everybody. It's some really, really nice
Good
weeks.
And it was an interesting week too,
It was.
just with injuries and.
Bunch of 11 and 10s out there too. I mean, it just all kinds of,
I've said it before. I'll say it again. The whole point of this show is the interaction that we get. All of these people putting their picks out
Absolutely.
there, sharing them. That
Now-
right there is what it's all about.
Now this word Ping
That's what makes
is
it fun.
This word Ping is upset. Jaden Ross has caught up to him.
Look out,
That's
Jaden Ross.
right,
Why is
okay.
Jaden Ross not? We got Miami Dolphins. We got to get Jaden
we
Ross.
got to get Jaden Ross.
due
Reach
for the
out to
hot
us.
seat.
Give me your contact information, or maybe if you're smart, don't.
No, yeah, because he's due for the hot seat.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of folks who are still out there. I mean, within distance here,
Look
we
at
got a lot of
Colorado
games
sports.
left.
Listen, he was the
Always
champ.
solid.
Yeah, he was the champ.
He was
And
their Survivor champ. Last
That's
year, he was their
right,
Survivor champ. Yeah. Okay.
He's within striking distance of the top spot.
Of course he is. Okay, we've got Miami Dolphins who has been in the bullpen. He has been the
ready to go.
backup. He's been ready to go. He's
Welcome
been
to
in
the hot
cleaner.
seat.
That's right.
Welcome to the hot seat. We'll see.
All
See
right.
how that algorithm holds up now when you don't get
3-team
those last
parlay.
minute changes.
Dude, okay, you've had a tough run at the 3-team parlay.
It's
You've
been-
had it.
I fell in love with the Lions a bit too much, and now we've stumbled ever since I've said that. Fell in love with the Lions. The Bears surprised me a little bit, and then of course, like I don't know what. Look, I needed a sick day. I needed a sick day. I needed a rain out. I needed a break. I am fresh. I'm
Ready to go. Okay, Sports Boys, Colorado Sports, Graham McLaren, Nate Dunker,
Thank
Alex
goodness
Rankin,
for all
Chuck the
them.
Ogre.
Thank goodness
Everybody
for all of them.
nailed the 3-team parlay. That is
Because
huge.
I'd have been in big trouble.
That is huge. Okay, here is something that we're still proud of. Look at this. There are 2 folks from the
That's
Farm
wild.
Brimm Sports Group are alive in Survivor.
That's
That is absolutely crazy. There was almost like 1 million people that got into the Survivor group, and there's only like 3,900 left.
Wow.
We've got them all.
that?
We've got 2 of them. I mean,
4%.
oh my gosh, 0.4%. That's right. Hey, congratulations. We're going to follow this around all the way to the end, right? And figure it out. Okay, let's do real quickly
Yeah.
the top 5s, and then we'll get into a look at the playoffs too. All right. So you put the Eagles above the Bills? Just
I did. I think. I mean, it's
I
interchangeable.
think we got the top 5.
The-
I mean, obviously we get all the same
the
teams.
Eagles have just been. Yeah. To me, they've been the tops. They've been the top seed. I mean, Buffalo's right there. I've got nothing to differentiate the two. And Minnesota belongs up there. Kansas City. I think this is the right top 5.
I think it
the
is
Lions,
too. I think
we'll
it
see
is
how the
too.
Lions respond to all
Yeah.
the injuries, but I mean, I think you make an argument to interchange any of those.
You could, spot on. Okay, let's talk playoffs here real quick, okay?
What do you think?
All right, let's see who we've got so far. In the AFC, both the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Texans have all clinched the divisions. And then the Steelers are in. Even though I think the Steelers are getting in fraud territory, they're still in. We've seen that before. And then in the wild card, you got the Ravens, the Broncos, and the Chargers. And the Colts, Dolphins, Bengals. Mathematically, they're there, but they're two back.
Saw the numbers that they needed. They need some pretty wild things to happen for any of those three to get in there. Wild things do happen, but
if they're looking for Christmas presents, they're looking for some big Christmas presents there.
Hey,
yeah, absolutely.
It's Christmas, Theo. It's a time for miracles.
I love that line. I love that. Hey, okay. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
That's not a question.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Die Hard is a Christmas. Just rewrite the words. Of course it's a Christmas movie.
All right. And the NFC, the Lions, Eagles, and Vikings are all in. They're all in the playoffs. The Buccaneers, they're still trying to fend off the Falcons. The Rams are trying to fend off the Seahawks and the Cardinals. The Packers and Washington. As long as they take care of business, Washington, they've got, some teams in front of them, of course, and then so I'm just seeing what the Washington has. I don't have them up on the board there, but they're still. That's right, they're like 2 ahead. So they're fine. They're in it. It's gonna be interesting. The Buccaneers. I see how they do. Because
the Falcons are making a change at quarterback. I don't.
Go figure. Go figure. Okay.
There's something we don't know. Obviously Cousins hasn't been great, but he's 7-7 and in the striking distance.
Before we get to the board, here's some things that maybe to consider. Who's tanking?
Is anybody
who's
tanking?
Not?
So we always talk about tanking.
Raiders, Giants, Patriots, Jaguars. Are they? Do they tank? Do teams actually tank?
So every time I think we talk about tanking, a team gets a win that costs them a draft.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
and then all hell breaks loose.
Anybody on that team, from the coaching staff down to the players, that go to a game with the intention of losing. I don't think that happens. So we can make some cases for it. I know, but somebody always manages to grab a win when they shouldn't.
Okay, we've got to get running to the board here. Are there any changes that we make to the board? Are there any? I like where we've got these guys.
We can move the Seahawks.
We need to move the Seahawks over. I agree. I think the Chargers are in proper pretender. I'm telling you, the Steelers to me are frauds.
What happened that because they didn't beat Philadelphia?
Yeah, because they didn't beat Philadelphia.
Did you pick them?
Yeah,
absolutely. That's okay. That's what you
exactly.
tend to hold. There was no way they were beating Philly in Philadelphia. That does not knock them off because your grudge worthiness.
That's my grudge.
Yeah.
All right. I admit it. I think. What about the Rams? I think the Rams could go maybe a little bit over there.
I don't think any of the. I think the only teams that can win it are.
I think we've got them. I think we got it right. That's about right. Okay. Yeah. We got to get to the board.
Right.
All right.
We got some picks to make, guys.
All right. Tell us what you think about the contenders, pretenders, frauds. Do teams tank, and then is Die Hard a Christmas?
Die Hard's a Christmas.
Okay,
movie,
that's important stuff.
Now I have a machine gun.
All right. Let's go to our brown bag. Steelers. That's right. I'm on the Steelers. Just call them frauds, everything.
What's up with these?
No, and that doesn't mean.
What's with these homemade helmet stickers?
Because
budget?
It's a budget. It's a budgetary
budget
thing. Well, just do it. Just put it up there.
Did you hand draw these? Trace it? Did you trace it out of the coloring book?
Show them who you're picking, and we gotta get going.
The Colts, because they needed that win.
Anthony Richardson is horrible. That's why.
He didn't drop that ball before he crossed the goal line. That's a bonehead play. He sent your team spinning out of control, and that's why you lost.
He's only completing like 47% of his passes this season.
And they're in the playoff hunt. How the team that drops the ball before they get... The Colts are going to make the playoffs.
Mathematically in the playoff
Yeah, they're in it. They're in it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's get going. We're running late here. Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Run through them.
The Broncos.
What do we got? Algorithms tweaked.
There you go. I like it. Broncos take on the Chargers. It's a playoff game. It's essentially a playoff game, right?
Essentially, yes.
Chargers by 2.5. It's because of the home team.
Yeah.
They have not been the same without J.K. Dobbins. No. But, that's a team to look forward to the next 5 years. I'm telling you, the Chargers are going to be great. But we got to look at this game.
5 years?
5 years. I mean, they're going to be great.
They don't have 5-year rebuilding plans in the end of 5 years.
Not. They are building. They're getting better. They're getting stronger.
5 years. Why would you even do 5 years? This team might be good in the next decade or so. They might turn something around.
Let's start with Mike, Miami Dolphins. You know,
Chargers are the favorite, and you know how I feel about favorites. You too. Go ahead, put them up there.
I'm not.
Oh, you're going to go Sean Payton and the rookie.
I'm gonna. That's right. That's exactly right. I'm gonna go. I picked a dog.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate, I picked a
Fool's
dog.
gold, buddy. The Chargers, the algorithm is locked in.
Okay, now here's one to watch out for. The Texans taking on the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes has an ankle sprain. The word looks like he might be playing.
It does, and then here.
Texans by 1.5. What do you say?
It's
about
very
that?
important to mention this. This is the line that we pick against because we use the ESPN site.
Yep.
Fully aware that this line has swung all the way to Kansas City -3.
Yep.
Okay. So this makes it a tough game for us to pick, but in order for our competition, we're picking using this line and the information that we have on Tuesday, because now I believe that Mahomes is ready to play, which is why that line is flipped all the way around. So we are playing with the line Texans -1.5. Given that,
Mike says the Chiefs.
I'm going to take the Chiefs, and I will also take the Chiefs -3. So I will still take the Chiefs even with the current line. Get off of Stroud. Come on. He's terrible. CJ Stroud is terrible. Talk about Anthony Richardson.
I actually wanted to take the Texans.
You do. You want to take CJ Stroud for some unknown reason.
No. It just yes.
Unknown reason. Anthony Richardson is going to be better than CJ Stroud.
All right.
This is a serious handicap.
That's right. I forgot. This Saturday games. These are 2 Saturday games. Okay. The
Saturday.
Steelers.
Yep.
What did I say? Frauds.
You did.
Taking on the Ravens. Ravens by 5.5. I tell you, I'm just going to get right out of the box and just hit it right here. It's the Ravens.
I'll take them too.
It's the Ravens. I mean, it just and that doesn't mean I'm saying start Justin Fields. I mean, because he is not as good as Russell Wilson.
This is a serious handicapping show, Doug. Stop with the Buckeye quarterbacks.
Don't Brad. I'm not saying
Stop
Justin
with the Buckeye
Fields.
quarterbacks.
Okay. All right. Let's get right to it.
Yeah.
The Lions. All the injuries. You got Montgomery out. You got. I mean. 2 numbers, players and defenses that are out. I mean, it's them against the Bears. Lions by 6.5.
I'm going to tell you what makes the difference in this game.
What's that?
Do you want me to tell you?
The passing of Jared Goff.
His name is Dan Campbell. Is why the Lions will win, and they will cover that game.
How many touchdowns is Dan Campbell going to score?
Dan Campbell is going to motivate 6 touchdowns into that game by that Lions offense.
I'm going to go with
That's how many he's going to score. He gets credit for every single one of them.
Jared Goff is going to throw 50 times if he has to. Just
they're going to do whatever they're going to do to win. Yeah,
exactly. They're going to do it. Absolutely.
If anybody's tanking even more, I don't know why.
It could be the Bears. It could be the Bears. You're right. No, I'm going with you on the Lions on that one. Okay, the Browns. Dorian Thompson-Robinson starting instead of Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Okay. Against the Bengals.
He's
at
really
home.
bad. There's a reason he hasn't played. There's a reason Jameis was playing. I'll go with the Bengals to cover that. Look at all these favorites. Holy shoot.
That is a good way of describing it, what you just said. That's a very good one. I should have made that the Kool-Aid pick. Should have made that one the Kool-Aid pick.
I'm getting 1.5 there. Lions, Bengals. Yeah.
Okay, the Cardinals is it's a flight across the country. You know what I think about the flights across the country?
Oh, yeah,
right?
that messes people up, right?
Taking on the Panthers. Panthers looking a little bit better, but I don't know if they're looking that good.
Oh boy, I hate that I'm taking all these favorites with you, but the algorithm says let's go.
Going with the Cardinals as well. I like the Cardinals.
If you take 16 favorites, I'm never doing the show again. I'm just telling you.
I started right now.
If you take 15 favorites in a row, I'm just saying. I'm looking at the board going, I don't know where else you're going to. If you take all favorites.
I started out. Okay. All right, here's an interesting one. The Giants. Taking on Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, I don't no idea.
And the Falcons.
On that
Falcons by 9.5. Okay,
yeah.
how does he get to 9.5 knowing that Penix Jr. is there? And then why did they do it?
Yeah.
Why
I cannot explain any reason why they would do that. I'm going to go with the Giants against rookie quarterback. I don't know.
Rookie quarterback or not, he is still better than anything that the Giants have.
I can already see this happening.
The team's going to be inspired. They're playing at home.
Oh, here's a dog you might take. They're not inspired. They're not playing at home. They're not doing it for their fans. It's none of those things. The Giants are. This is a garbage game. It's just a garbage game, and they're not going to cover They're not going to cover 2 scores. If they win, it's going to be a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Giants will figure out how to cover. I mean, the Giants are terrible too. These are 2 terrible teams. It makes it really difficult. But the algorithm says take the 9.5. 2 terrible teams, you don't lay a big spread. That's it.
That is true. I'll take that. Okay, talking about terrible. Okay, you got the Titans. Yeah. It's no longer Will Levis. It looks like it's Mason Rudolph. Another one. Not exactly certain why they're doing what they did there. Because what do you get? I mean,
I don't know.
Rudolph is not the
You don't
long-term
even-
answer,
You're not
right?
even going to a long-term answer, so I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on there.
Okay, taking on the Colts, Anthony Richardson cannot. I mean, he cannot hit anything.
Could lead the Colts to the playoffs is what he could do.
Colts by 4.5. You know what? I'm going to shock you with this.
No,
one.
you're going with Tennessee. I already know.
You're
because
doggone
they're-
right.
The only,
I'm
because
Tennessee.
you don't.
I
There's
took
no.
a dog.
The only analysis. The only analysis is you're going against single players. Like right here, you wanted to take C.J. Stroud. You're mad at Pittsburgh. You're now you're mad at Anthony Richardson. Like it's like
No. I think Mason Rudolph is going to be the star in this one. Mason Rudolph.
I got Tennessee too, so we're good.
Okay. Well, good. I just realized.
You got
that
one
too.
right. Yeah, you got one right.
Okay, this is a matchup right here. Oh, I love this matchup. The Eagles taking on the Commanders. Eagles by 3.5.
3 in the hook, huh?
Okay. Mike, Miami Dolphin says, let's go with Washington.
Philly better be ready.
And I tell you
Philly
what,
better be ready.
now there's enough tape on Jaden Daniels and all that. It's I'm not saying that the Philly is great, but they're good enough to beat them at
there's a
home
hook.
in Washington. There is a hook. I'm not denying that, but watch Philly crap all over the place.
And
with this
Washington
one.
win. That's the game. Yep.
All right, the Rams. Love this, Matt Stafford. I just love what they're doing. I mean, they don't give up, right? They don't give up against a team that, for the most
Has
part, is
not
giving
given
up.
They haven't given up. They're still playing.
Rams by 3.5. You really like them? You
I sure
like?
do. The Rams are, you're playing at home. You're playing in front of your fans. You're going to be inspired by your fans. You're going to play for your fans. You're going to make your fans happy. It's all be warm and
Are you
fuzzy.
mocking
They're going
me?
to sing Kumbaya at the end of the game. But anyway, the Jets win this game. Rams are going to lose. I don't even need the 3.5.
Even though I don't like
Jets
the plane,
money line.
I don't like the plane flight coming across the
No,
country.
well, they're the favorites, so
that is
Jets money line.
Jets money line.
Yeah,
I
Jets
like
win
that.
the game.
Okay, that's interesting. No, it's the Rams. I like Matt Stafford. It's December. How do you go against Matt Stafford?
Okay.
You get the shirt on, dude.
Jets
You
win
get
the game.
shirt.
Yeah.
All right, here's another playoff game. Vikings. Is Sam Darnold real?
Yeah,
Is it the
that
real Sam? I don't
actually-
like the Sam Darnold
Yeah.
outside in the elements. It is against Geno Smith, who he's hobbled. He may not be playing, so that's Sam Howell that could be
That
playing instead.
actually was very close to being my brown bag pick too, because that was pretty bad. But Green Bay's really good, so I can't fault them.
Yeah.
I think that's why. I'll take the Vikings to keep the NFC North pressure. Poor Seattle has to keep playing NFC North teams.
I'll go with you on that, and that helps out the
Seriously,
Rams
every single
too.
favorite.
That
except for
will
one.
help you with the Rams as well.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Nice.
you think so?
What's that?
Check.
All I know is I probably have 3, and I might get a bad luck loss, maybe 4 losses.
You get
but
4, so you're looking
possibly
at 12
3.
and 4. It's what you're at.
That's
Okay,
worst case
all
scenario.
right.
Worst case scenario. Should be 13
San
and
Francisco,
3.
another long flight across the country. A lot of airlines, so a lot of
I
frequent
think they
flyer
might take
miles.
the bus. Actually, they might just take the Greyhound.
A lot of frequent flyer miles in the NFL this weekend. There's a lot going on there. So sponsored by who? Do we have an airline to be sponsored? Okay, the 49ers taking out the Dolphins. Remember, the Dolphins beat nobody that's good.
Yep.
It's the Dolphins by 1.5.
Fighting for their life, trying to stay alive in the playoff hunt.
Mike says Miami,
They need a win.
and you know what I'm going to go with?
You're gonna go with a dog.
I'm going to go with the dog.
Give me the 1.5. Give me that dog. Dogs are barking.
A dog is a dog.
Dog's barking.
We have confirmed it before. Remember, a dog is a dog. Tell me if I'm right. A dog is a dog.
Doesn't take any courage to take a 1.5 point dog. That's all I'm saying. It could be a dog.
It's
just
still a
doesn't take
dog.
any
It's
courage.
still a dog.
It's an empty dog. It's a no courage dog.
All
No
right.
courage.
The
Give them
Patriots.
courage.
The Patriots. They don't do. It's a learning year for Drake May. Against the Bills. The Bills had to keep rumbling. They don't stop. You got to keep going. Bills by 13.5.
Yep.
What say you?
All the Bills need to do is win this game. This is going to be a lot of running, a lot of grinding. No reason to run up the score. New England could get a garbage score at the end. Bills handily, but I'm going to take the points at 13.5. That's taking a dog.
I'm going to go with
That's
the Bills.
courage, right? Well, they're the favorite by 13.5 because we don't want to get into a debate on who's a better team here, right? Like Bills they've got something to prove. They just beat the Lions. They're just going to pile it on. All the things
All right. All right.
Have courage.
I'm gonna. Mike is going with the Patriots. He's gonna follow you with the Patriots.
And that's just because he hates the Bills.
That's because he hates the Bills. That's right. That's right.
These are biased picks. I've got an algorithm. This is not Doug and Carl pick their favorite teams.
Speaking of favorite teams, here's my Raiders.
It's gonna be back.
Jaguars. That's right. You are salty today.
Huh?
You are
no,
salty.
I've been nice.
You're salty.
I've been nice. Listen, I didn't know you were gonna go pick 16 favorites. I did not see that coming.
You are salty today. My goodness. All right, the Jaguars fly a long ways across the country to take on the Raiders. Remember the freaking flyer miles?
Yeah, so far.
Looks like Aiden O'Connell will be playing for the Raiders. It looks like that's good. The Raiders are a big underdog in this one. Jaguars.
You gonna take the dog in this one? Gonna go with that courage dog? I'm going with the Raiders to win the game.
You know,
Jacksonville's pretty. Oh, you are a Trevor Lawrence hater, and what she said is you're a Jacksonville hater. I should say that. He's on. Who's the coach is on your.
If the Raiders win this one, exactly what you just said about screwing up the draft.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have the Giants, the Raiders, and the Patriots.
I have picked the Raiders the last 3 weeks in a row.
Pick them again.
And I have.
You want a winner? Shoot, you might as well make them the Kool-Aid pick.
I'm not making them the Kool-Aid pick. I'm not. But I am going to take the dog. That's a legitimate dog
Lord,
right there.
I am so worried it's going to be Green Bay minus 13.5. Please, Lord, don't take a 2 touchdowns.
The Buccaneers, I love what the Buccaneers are doing. I love scrappiness.
Yeah.
It's all Baker Mayfield. He's a leader. He's a leader in Cubs on the field.
Yeah.
Against the Cowboys, they did have a win over the Panthers, but All right.
I'll go with the Bucs. I'll stick with the favorite on this one here.
Mike says the Bucs.
I do like Baker, and they're fighting for the division.
You say the Bucs.
10-point win here.
That's right.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like
The
it.
Kool-Aid pick is
with the paper
mache.
I just arts and crafts week or something. You've been babysitting. You went to daycare.
I found some markers.
Okay.
It is the Buccaneers. That's right. The Week 16 Kool-Aid pick.
All right, drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. Guys, the Kool-Aid pick, I'm sorry, is 12-3 against the 12-3. 12-3. 12-3. There's nobody hitting that mark. Guys, lock it in. Let's just all pull it all together and pull it
Let's
all
go to 13-3. I like that.
Put it
I
all
like
on
the sound of it. Okay. The Saints. It looks like it's going to be Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
Taking on, 13.5 though. Okay, it is in Green Bay.
You just said 13.5 like that's a big deal. And up here you're like, it's only 13.5. Buffalo's going to win by 80.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Green Bay's actually going to cover that game.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, the Saints they've got nothing.
They don't have.
And it's going to be cold. They're going to be done. They're outdoors. Right. The Saints offense doesn't travel anyway, even when they're good.
I'm going to follow you on that.
That could get really ugly. I'll lay the points. I don't do that very often.
I did take 2 13.5 favorites.
Yeah, you did. And you're going to split them. They'll go 1-1.
All right. He's salty today.
No, he's locked
salty.
in. No, I am locked in.
I was used to looking down at Ping last week.
He was way too soft on you last week. I was like, you way too easy. All right, we got to get out of here.
That is it. Because he did tell me, he goes, Ping was just way too soft.
Yeah, he was way too easy on him. Listen, I think the Bengals covered.
Carlos 3-team
I think the Bengals covered.
You always pick the Bengals.
I know,
you always pick the Bengals.
They covered last week.
Actually, that should have been my Kool-Aid pick. Yeah. I was thinking about this. My Kool-Aid pick.
I know. I liked it. I am going with Washington to get that win against Philly. Yep, that's a big game for Washington at home. Terry McLaurin's going to have a big game. They are going to win that game. And I am going to take Tampa, too. So we're on the same side as the Kool-Aid pick.
For the past couple weeks, we have been on the opposite side.
Finally on board. Let's go. Bring the Kool-Aid pick home, guys. The algorithm.
That is awesome.
There's no bad omen to this. This Kool-Aid pick's hitting. This 3-team parlay's hitting. I've got 3, maybe 4 losses with a bad beat.
I love it. I love it, dude. Tell you what. This is fun. It's great to have you back. It's great to have you back.
It's good to be back.
Oh, it's fun. Okay, we're going to have a fun Week 16. I can't wait. I believe it's already there. Hey, enjoy Week 16. Get your Christmas shopping done.
We'll see you back here next week.
That's right. You don't have a lot of time left.
We'll
for
see you on
shopping.
Christmas Eve, guys.
It's going to be Christmas Eve.
We got a game Christmas Day.
We got to decorate the board and all that sort of stuff. That's right. It's going to be fun. So, everybody, have a fun Week 16. It's going to be a great time. And Carl,
hey guys,
what do you say?
Listen, it's good to be back. Algorithm is tweaked. It's going to be a big week. Put them out there and let's pick some winners.
You got it. We will see you. Bye.